Yo, how is everyone? Hi, Mystic Matt. Hi, Thelazar. Hi, Studio Voyage. Words are hard. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sleepy. Fifth Venom, hello. Slain Beast, hello. Mystic Matt, hello. Picnics, hello. How is everyone? Hi, Ryden. Hi, Cranky Pants. I hope everyone's having a nice day. You got EP Buggy? Yeah. EP for today. Hi, Flash. How are you? I hope everyone is having a nice day. I'm playing Funny Space Game. Which space game? Are you playing Star Citizen? Someone, you mentioned patch notes earlier. I don't know which patch notes you're referring to. Hi, Slaying Beast. Thanks so much for the 20 months. Just busy with my new home. Oh, you have a new house. Nice. Very nice. I hope it has all the space you need. And I hope you can have lots of cute pets too. Hi, Midnight. Lurky Midnight. I hope you're doing well. I am so... I don't know. Like, it felt like starting this medication helped with a lot of my drowsiness from my other medication. At least in the beginning. But I guess now I'm used to it already. Do you live in a hole underground? What's the deal with the Velvetians and their house situation? Velvetians like to break into hives and live in those for a bit. So like a yellow jacket hive or something. They break into those. Velvetians like to dig. They're squatters, yeah. Would you let me break into your new home, Slaying Beast, so I can sleep underneath your couch? That's what Velvetians do. That's so funny. I'm just what I was saying about my medication, the ADHD medication was supposed to, like, you know, it really woke me up for a long time. Like the first few weeks of being on it, whenever I would wake up, I would take it and I would just be awake. I think that's still the case. Like, I'm awake. It's just like the mental fog from my other medication is just so potent. It's kind of overwhelming. Honestly, I kind of love watching YouTube videos of people building terrariums and anthills. That's cool. That sounds so cool. I would love to have a terrarium myself someday. On the background, is this Star Citizen? Yes, it is. This is the Reclaimer. Star Citizen is my most streamed game, Studio Voyage. Even though I'm not playing it right now, I'm kind of taking a little break from it. The background, the intro screen, the background, and the stream ending, and the BRB screens are all Star Citizen. I want to play that, but damn, is it expensive? Oh yeah. Don't ask me how much I've spent on the game. Is there no possibility to take other meds that don't make you a ZP? Well, when it comes to psychiatry, it's a matter of, like, you know, they try a bunch of medications till they find one that works for you. I like the medication I'm on. It's just like, it's got some side effects, but they're not the worst in the world. They're a lot better than what I had when I was on like aripiprazole and Wellbutrin and other things. For context, I've talked about it before. For my major depression, we found that risperidone helps me a lot. So that's what I'm on. And then it's a little weird because it's like a dopamine agonist. and then I'm on, so it's like a downer, right? But then I also have ADHD, so they gave me Adderall extended release, which is definitely an upper. So the way it kind of works weird, that like some dopamine is blocked by the risperidone, but then a lot of the other dopamine, like I think only a certain receptor is blocked with the risperidone, and then the rest are all filled back up by the Adderall. Someone was taking meds or his ADHD most of his life. I always found it deeply hilarious. Someone took Adderall in college and said it didn't do anything. I was like, I hate to break it to you, you may have ADD. Yeah. I talked to some of my my college roommates, and she was like, I told her, hey, did you know I've been undiagnosed with ADHD this whole time? And she was like, I'm honestly not surprised. Because she had to deal with a lot of my bullshit in college. It's hard to know if you're coming or going from with those meds. I see. I do find that being off risperidone makes me very energetic. But what ends up happening in that case is I'll be very energetic and very clear of mind immediately after going off of it, but then 2 or 3 days afterwards I will probably fall into like a depressive spiral. Is the unfortunate thing with it. Ruri Tiny Tail, thanks so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Wooey. Hello, good smelling, cutest kobold. How are you? Are any of my mods here? Can my mods shout you out? Let me see if my mods are here. Let's see. Shout out Marie Tiny Tail. There we go. I hope you had a good stream. What were you playing? What were you playing? Whatever, right now I'll be lurking as long as I can. Okay. Take care. Thanks so much for the raid. I hope you get yummy food and good and yummy naps and yeah. Whatever you're running for. Bunger 2ing was stressful. Bunger? What is that? What is that, a game? That sounds like an old. It sounds like a funny slang term for like an old like Nintendo or GameCube game. Like Funger sounds like a protagonist from an old game. I'm not sure. Let me look that up. Oh, Fear and Hunger 2. I didn't realize people called it Funger. That's so funny. That's so funny. But yeah, thank you for the raid. I'm Twitchy Buggy, Velvet VTuber, former office lady, former caffeine addict. And we're just chatting before we play DCS today. We're gonna be flying planes today. And I hope you guys are looking forward to that, because I know I am. I know I am. Do you guys like flight sims? Vassal Juan, thanks so much for the follow. Thank you. You're very blushy today. This model just has blush on 24/7. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. What do you think? I don't think I noticed it until now. Yeah, I think it's kind of subtle. Once you notice it, it's kind of like, it's always there. It's always there. What do you think? Is it too much? Now that you notice it? Should I use the sleepy eye emote? I might have to. No, it's fine. Okay. I'm just thinking, guys, am I a dork? Am I a dork with a capital D? Maybe the Hoge instead of the funny pyramid, that funny head pyramid. It's a garrison cap. I mean, yeah, but there's nothing wrong with that. Call you a dork pretty frequently, don't I? Yeah, and more people have been calling me dork lately. So I was like, man, I must really be a dork. Whenever I hear dork, I think of Ed, and Eddie. Consider it a term of endearment. Yeah, dork is our word. Only... Should I make dork a tag on my stream? Wooey rate, yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rating me. I think I want to make dork a tag on my stream. What tag would I replace though if I do? We have English, backseating allowed, VTuber chatty, EN VTuber, comfy, monster girl, ADHD, and bug. Should I remove chatty? Well, again, it's been a while since Wooey rated you. Yeah, I think the last time Wooey rated me, I had a different model. I'm surprised if people recognize me. Though I did remember seeing Wooey outside at night under a street lamp. Yeah, probably using rain sounds is the background noise. Knowing me. But now we're in a spaceship. Now we're in a spaceship. Isn't that cool? Raiders, if you're still here, you wanna see the super duper cool, super secret toggle, not so secret toggle. I mean, you can tell what it is. You can tell what it is if you look at the channel. If you look at the channel profile picture, you know what it is. Wait, hold on, I gotta go downstairs and get it. Bum, 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 bum. Boo! Dork toggle incoming. Look at this big old smile. Doesn't it make you happy? I'm just so happy to see you. Is it scary? Are you scared? Every time I do that, that's like a complete homage to Vesper underscore AWOL. I miss Vesper. I hope she comes back. I bet you can fit an entire burger in there. Yeah. I bet. 3 nuggies in there and save the rest for dinner. True. 3 whole nuggies. Very yummy. Vesper would do the exact same thing. That's where I thought of doing it. She had a monster girl. She had a big unhinged jaw toggle. And she would go down here and then jump up and scare her chat. She's so adorable. I want her to come back. But I know that's just not feasible for her right now. 3 nuggies in there. Yeah, I'm so excited for Saturday, guys. Here's the deal. Here's the dealio. I have another Lego set ready to go. And it will take us a while. It is over 1,000 pieces. It took us 4 hours for 540 pieces. And that was us going quickly. Saturday, we'll have a long stream of building. I hope you guys are looking for it. Did you buy Slave 1? Maybe. Maybe I bought a Slave 1 set. Who knows? Maybe. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it. Everything looks so good. The minifigures look so good. I can read you like a book. I don't know about those chompers. You don't like them? That's okay. That's okay. It's just so I can eat Borgar. Borgar Feaster. It's just so I can eat bow tie pasta and chicken Alfredo. Which is pretty yummy, I gotta say. Which is pretty yummy. What is the kind of pasta that's just like long squarish strands? I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm trying to think of what pasta I like the most. I kind of really like... yeah, long square strands. Let me look it up. I think I know what it is. It's fettuccine. Flat ribbon-shaped pasta. I like fettuccine. Maybe square strands is the wrong way to describe it. Tony and Rotini are my favorites. ZD is good too. Shrimp scampi with bow tie noodles right now. Mini spaghetti, rotini, Rafael, and macaroni. Yeah, I don't know very many, but fettuccine is probably my favorite. I don't know why. It's just so... it just picks up sauce really well, in my opinion. Especially when you know, you take a fork and you, like, spin it around the fork. Like a big drumstick of pasta on a fork. It just, like, hoovers up the sauce. So if you have, like, Alfredo sauce, like an Alfredo base, like chicken Alfredo fettuccine based dish, I think it's really yummy. Fettuccine Alfredo is a classic, yeah. Very yummy, very, very yummy. I should buy some fettuccine. Like rotini, it's a little sauce sponge, yeah. Like, just, I think it's because, like, fattier sauces, like, you know, like creamy ones, just stick to fettuccine. Hi, Apple Brandy, how are you? But yeah, I'm still kind of hyper focusing on Lego right now. My Lego fixation is still going on. I cleared up more space in my room so I can have more Lego on display. I kind of want to get a big set, though I don't really know which one I want. They have like an Ultra Collector Series set where they are like the ships are huge. I don't really have space for huge ships, except for maybe like there's two. Did you happen to watch a teaser for the Dan movie? Yeah, I did. There's two Star Wars Vader set. Oh man, that's so big though. I don't have space for that. The taller sets, like Boba Fett's Slave One and Jango Fett's Slave One, they're taller, so they take up less space. They're not so bad. I do like those. I might have to get those. I can only really get one. It's just hard to figure out. I kind of want Jabba's sail barge as well. Jabba's sail barge is really cool. But that's like a $500 UCS set. Mando's getting a movie now? Yeah. It's called The Mandalorian and Grogu. Like a Bugatti in 1-to-1 size? No, I haven't. It sounds really cool. You guys like Lego, right? Apparently the Razor Crest is coming back. Like pure Disney slop. I don't know, I like season 1 and 2 of Mando, and 3 was pretty good too, I think. Though whenever I mention liking 3, people say they don't like it, and I think it's mainly because there's characters in there acting in ways that they wouldn't act based on how they were in Clone Wars. 3 was okay for me. Yeah, it was at least okay. I wish LEGO would release more minifig scale Star Wars ships. Freestyle LEGO and build a Polaris. That would be really difficult. Even if they'd be massive. I think I prefer play scale, guys. I think play scale is still a pretty good size. Like, okay, so minifig scale is like, you take a minifigure, you assume that's the size of a human, and then you base the entire build around how it would compare to a size of a human, right? So you make it try to make it accurate to that. That's my understanding of minifig scale. So you end up with these really big ships with minifig scale. Yeah, that's it. But the thing is, play scale ends up pretty close to that sometimes, I think. Like, I have the Pirate Snub Fighter. That's play scale. But yeah, I think it's actually bigger than as if you made a minifig scale one. Like, because if you look at the source material, if you look at the Mandalorian episodes where it appears, it's way smaller than you'd think. In that, I think the Lego set actually makes it bigger than how it appears in the show. You know what I want on Star Wars, and I know that they'll never get to me, and if they do, they'll ruin it because they cannot accurately portray the badness that is Kyle Katarn. I'm not sure who Kyle Katarn is, but I'd have to learn. I recently rewatched the first 6 episodes of Star Wars with my friends, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Fenrir, thanks so much for the YouTube sub. Thank you. Thank you. I want to watch the Clone Wars now. I'm planning on watching the Clone Wars with my friends. And that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if I want chronological order or order of release. All my various gods and deities, is that the Twitchy buggy from... I don't know what that is. I don't know what that website that you're posting is. The new Clone Wars is rough, but it gets so much better. Is it? Kyle-Katarn is the protagonist of a lot of old Star Wars games like Dark Forces and his unstoppable force in nature. Also a Jedi that talks to Luke on occasion. Did you watch Gennady Tarkovsky start Clone Wars? Is that the one that's like in the Samurai Jack art style? Is it that one? Yes. I think we will watch that. We would definitely watch that at some point. I remember seeing some craziness to it. Some crazy cool animations. Watching clones go apeshit on droids is really cool. I mainly want to see spaceships. I love spaceships. I've been thinking about getting a ARC 170 spaceship. There's a new set, an ARC 170 set that's out right now on the Lego store. So the ARC 170 is the larger starfighter you see in the very beginning of episode 3 with the Venators and the what do they call it? The 3-pronged droid ships that you see. Also the introduction for General Grievous. Yeah, but though I think that one's not canon anymore. I do know that in that one, Mace Windu squeezes General Grievous, and that causes That's why he has a cough in episode 3. I think that's still the case. I think they end up giving him the cough again in the Clone Wars through this similar or other means. Clone Wars series actually came out before episode 3 because that was the primer for the movie. Yeah, Windu force crushes his torso, even though Jedi aren't really supposed to do that, but Mace Windu is just kind of a badass in his own way. He gets to bend the rules a little bit. They make a new Vulture Droid set? That would be cool. You always make a mock. There's a lot of old ships that I would love to see come back. They aren't supposed to use Force Lightning, but several have. They aren't supposed to have purple lightsabers. They gave him one because he wanted it. I love how Star Wars isn't just the vision of one man. I loved how, at least I know in the prequels, because of, you know, Samuel Jackson and his time with Mace Windu, that, like, Star Wars is also the product of what the actors have in mind for a character as well. Like, Han Solo had a lot of lines that were just like, he thought of them on the spot. They went off script, you know what I mean? Because the actor just believed that would be better for Han Solo to say. It is not just George Lucas's thing. It is like the actors have a say in it too, which I think is important. I think whenever you're collaborating, whenever you never just hire someone. You're always collaborating when it comes to creating content, right? And I think that's important, that you have people, whenever you do anything, you have people who are passionate about the same things you're passionate about. When we were making the 1.0 model with A-Dog, I had a lot of things I wanted for it, but like ultimately the 1.0 VTuber model was a product that was like the product of both what I want and also stuff A-Dog wanted. What A-Dog thought works best. You know what I mean? Because it's not just what I wanted. A-Dog and I worked together to find a design that worked so well for so long. I love the 1.0 model. That's why I tell people that it's not completely gone. It's not completely gone. There will be times I'll use it again. You know what I mean? I love this too. Like, it's the same deal. When A-Dog and I came together to talk about the 2.0, it took a long time, but this is what we have now. And it was honestly not just what I wanted, but also what A-Dog wanted. Yep. What A-Dog thought works best. A-Dog is the model artist. A-Dog Art on Twitter. He's the artist and rigger. He made the entire model. Will you hate me if I say I prefer the 1.0? No, I won't hate you. I can understand why. A lot of people really miss the Office Lady. People really enjoy the Office Lady. And she is she's definitely browner. I think I wanted more Monster Girl. You know what I mean? 1.0 makes funny faces and I like them. I wanted more Monster Girl, for sure. I wanted things to be more distinct this time around when it comes to the Monster Girl. I wanted the bug butt to be visible. Right. Like, you know, like I have a bug abdomen. Like the antennae are more striking and stick out more because of the fuzzy antenna. Will the Office Lady clothing become an alternate skin for your current model? That could happen. And that might unironically be something later down the line. We have another outfit in mind right now, which I wink wink nudge nudge hush hush can't tell you about right now what it is. I'm glad you stayed humanoid and go centaur, yeah. And then another thing that I wanted this model to emphasize more was that I have 4 arms. You see. Last time, because of how I had the model, like it would always be like down here. If I go down too low, you wouldn't even know I have 4 arms. And that's still kind of the case now. But like I have the model up like this. I have it up more. You know what I mean? When I play. So the other arms are kind of more visible. I wanted them, you know, and then we deliberately made them like a different shade, like they have less lighting on them, so that you can tell that it's something else, and they're more moving around more than just a jacket moving when you're breathing. You know what I mean? I wanted the other arms to be more apparent, because for the longest time people assumed the 1.0 only had 2 arms because of how I had it. Even when I was standing in screens like this, people thought I only had 2 arms. And I didn't want her to do some really unnatural pose like some people do. Like some people take on like a really, really wide stance so that their arms are more apparent. That's just like, that just doesn't seem relaxed to me. You know what I mean? I feel like you would strain your shoulders in real life if you take on that really long, that really wide pose. When you curl, do you use one arm at a time or both? Use both arms at either side at one time. Curling all 4 at the same time can be rude because you're using 4 of the same weight dumbbell, which is, in most gyms is all the ones available. Yeah, it would just be 2 at a time. Just 2 at a time. I like to imagine this model has a really shredded back. Has like really defined back muscles. Or something. I still find it funny how much during the process of the model my art style changed so much I had to redo the model. Yeah. Yeah, that did happen. That did happen. And then I debuted with like an older version. Because I'm stupid. Because I'm so dumb. Do toggle like situates arms like holding a radio while the secondary arms are holding a rifle. Yeah, then you debuted the old model. That was an accident. That was an accident. I thought it was the new one. I thought it was the new. I just didn't recognize it. I just didn't recognize that it was the older one. Not because like I hadn't looked like, you know, it just didn't register in my head. There was like 6 revisions and stuff. Yeah. But just small stuff. Hey, dog. And we do have some toggles that do accentuate the arms. Like, I have this one. I have the coffee. Right? I think the coffee is a good way to show it. You know what I mean? When the arms are down by my sides, it's, you know, it's harder to see. But the coffee, as well as the gun. Yeah, but the coffee doesn't use the secondary arms. Oh, you want the secondary arms to be used. I see. I'm trying to think, what would be an example of something we could do with the secondary arms? Oh, you redeemed a hydrate and I don't have any water. Let me grab a water bottle real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. BRB. Alright, I'm back. I have water. Let me drink some water real quick. Alright. Am I... Man. I'm such a dweeb, bro. I unironically, I watched, like... Watching the original trilogy and seeing Jabba's sail barge, I was like, guys, I think I unironically want to learn Huttese as a language. Even though it's not fully, like, developed to be learned. You know, like Klingon is. I want to learn Huttese. I can only learn, like, some phrases. That's about it. Because that's all there is to work with. Banta Pudu. That would be really funny. Hi Deb, how are you? How are you? How are you? What do you guys think about, like, fictional languages like that? You know what I mean? I think one day, you know, something we used to do, I don't know if it's still done, but I think during the Vietnam War, we had some communication lines. We had something called I think the wind speaker program is what it might have been called, where they had Native Americans speaking in their native tongue across communication, like across radios, because it was so difficult for the enemy to decipher. Wind talkers? The Navajo code talkers. Yeah, that's so cool, right? It was Navajos? Yeah. I couldn't remember if it was Navajos or another tribe. So I just said Native Americans. I figured it was Navajos. And I thought that was super cool, and I was just thinking, man, do you think someday they're gonna have nerds speaking fictional languages as part of to encrypt communications? They're using as far back as World War I. Yeah, that's so cool. My old sergeant's grandpa was one of them. That's really cool. I wonder if that still exists. The Germans and Japanese had no way to break the code, and just languages are too hard for them. Yeah. I mean, how many native Navajo speakers still join the military? I wonder if that's still ongoing. Learning a fictional language to RP speaking in your character's home tongue is a cool idea. The more so that almost nobody has personnel that speak that language. That's true. For D&D, that is? Oh, yeah. I wonder one day if the military will hire people who speak Klingon, or if people learn how to speak Huttese, or if people speak, like, Dwarven from like, you know, the D&D universe. Like, the D&D setting. That would be really funny. I think that would be really cool and funny. Just so that they can do stuff like that. Though being a wind talker was very dangerous because if you were at risk of being captured, the other soldiers were ordered to shoot you. Oh, I didn't know that. You know, you can learn the language of the dragon people from Game of Thrones. Isn't it Dothraki? Not likely. Computers exist now and can crack this stuff instantly. Useless outside of intercepted radio communications in immediate vicinity. I think. Valerians? Hello, I have a question. Okay. If younger soldiers spoke in modern day slang, the enemy would be confused. The strike was Ohio, no cap. Why we can't win wars now? Directly. Can you say hamburger? Hamburger? Perfect. Mr. Ham, thanks so much for the follow. Thank you. Oh, I'm too high up. the announce thing's in the way. It covered my face. Twitch your buggo. That is a pretty cool. Is this like a bit? Next question. Are you gonna ask me to speak more food? Hamburger or cheeseburger? Oh, I don't know. I think cheese is pretty good on cheeseburger. Mr. Ham Cook, I want to see where this goes. Okay. Speak any Filipino languages, Twitchy? No, I don't. Even though my mom is the one telling me nowadays that I should learn it, she didn't teach. I'm the one who asked her when I was little to teach me. During my, language developmental years. She didn't want to teach me. I told her that. I told her the same story I tell you guys. That I asked her when I was little, hey, Mama Buggy, how do you say hello in Tagalog? And she replied with, just say hi, they'll understand. What in the world are you gonna do with that language? I guess for family, but like, I don't know. I have a hard time talking to my family in the Philippines because they all have the misconception that Americans are all rich, so all they do is ask for money. What world are you gonna do with the language? I don't know. Now, cheeseburger or bacon burger? I mean, bacon is pretty good. So probably bacon burger. Several languages spoken in the Philippines, yeah. Don't they all speak English anyway, though? I see your mom's point. Yeah, but it's just like... It doesn't make sense that she's telling me that I should have learned it now. Literally yesterday, she was like, you should have learned it. And I was just like... Are you joking me? Bacon burgers not typically come with cheese anyway. They do. I find that they typically do. Don't sing My Way wrong or people will get mad. I sang that for my karaoke stream. I did sing that. And I replaced, instead of what is a man, I said, what is a bug? I sang it wrong on purpose. Wendigoon covered that phenomenon recently? I see. I haven't really watched Wendigoon ever. Is that someone I should watch? Now, next question? Okay. Hamburger or hamburger with pickles? If I have pickle with hamburger, I want the pickle on the side. Like a spear on the side, and it has to be crunchy. I do not want them in the hamburger. Inside the hamburger, pickle no good. When I tell other Chinese and Taiwanese people I've been working on learning Chinese, they also ask why I didn't learn it earlier. Sometimes parents just don't have the bandwidth to teach their kids. And they don't immerse them in it like they should. Wrong answer. I get incinerated now? No! Bye-bye now? Oh no. I accidentally killed Mr. Hamburger. Well, thanks for tuning in. That was funny. A bunch of hamburger-related questions. I guess not liking pickles in the hamburger is wrong. This is so sad. Can we get a Lego A4? I did look at Lego A4s on Rebrickable, but they don't look that good in my opinion. I don't know, like, Lego just doesn't encapsulate the way planes should look properly. They have to be, like, designed way bigger. They designed way bigger in order to make the shape you want. And then it starts becoming a space problem and a structure problem. You know what I mean? Because of course when you make missiles, you want them to be easy, right? You want them to just be able to use like the 1x1 round bricks, right? As missiles. As most play scale stuff is at that scale. But if you start having to make the plane bigger, well then the missiles start being out of spec, and now you have to jump up to something huge like 2x2. Lego missile's gonna be pointy at the top. He's gone. Mr. Ham is gone. No! I blew it. I blew it, guys. I don't like pickles on my burgers. I just don't like them. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe that's a mistake. Pickles are fine, but onions suck. Sauteed onions are okay. I do not like raw onions on a burger. This wasn't meant to be. I like my onions so sauteed and browned that they're gummy. Then it might as well be like a onion paste or something. Like a spread. If they're cooked, that changes it, but raw onions are awful. Yeah. Pickled red onions? I don't think I've ever really liked red onions. Coldest, crispiest, crunchiest lettuce on my burgers? It depends on how they do the lettuce. There's a... I don't know why. Some places I've been going to, they offer only shredded lettuce. The thing is about shredded lettuce is that it doesn't stay fresh for very long. While, like, if you have a lettuce leaf, it stays fresher for longer. Because sometimes I don't finish a burger, and I come back to it later. Like, with shredded lettuce, the shredded lettuce will get all wilted by, like, a day. Even in the fridge. While if you have a lettuce leaf, it stays perfectly fine. Because they're lazy? It's because their provider sells them shredded lettuce, and they don't get actual lettuce leaves. Unless it's haram. Yeah. I always thought it was so crazy that my dad was like, oh, it's green, so it must be healthy for you. He would order food for me when I was little. He would get like a Subway sandwich, and it would be like a meat and cheese sandwich. And I was like, oh, we should try to make it healthy. Okay, I'm gonna put lettuce in it for you. I'm just like, you just put wet leaf in my meat and cheese sandwich. Because you think it's healthy? Oh, thank you for wet leaf, Father. Lettuce is just wet leaf. Fearless spirit holds the juices and condiments better. It just doesn't work out for me because I don't always finish my food. And I want to eat it later. That was the thing that was taught about health back then. It was just, oh, you need more green. I'll make it healthy for you. Throw a copious amount of jalapenos. I would honestly prefer that. I do like jalapenos. You need to go healthy? White equal bad. Wrong. Wrong. If you're trying to make a Subway sandwich healthy, get like a turkey-based one. Turkey's pretty good. I mean, turkey, mayo, and veggies you like. That sounds pretty healthy. She is like take 3 bites and save the rest as leftovers kind of girl. Never been much for lettuce to be healthy. It's better just to have some vegetables if you want some healthy. It just has to be vegetables I like. This is for the poor jalapeno plant. It developed oils to be distasteful to animals, and this hairless ape comes along and goes, this hurts my mouth good. Jalapenos are yummy. I love jalapenos in sandwiches. I would prefer jalapenos in the hamburger instead of pickles. Unironically. But it has to have cheese if you do that. I wouldn't get jalapenos on a burger with no cheese. Because it's like, you've got all this acid, you need some fat. You know what I mean? You need some fat in the sandwich. I think it helps mellow it out a little bit, especially if it's like, you know, jalapenos that haven't been pickled for so long, and like the core is still very, very spicy, right? Because it depends on how they do it. Sometimes when they have jalapenos, they just slice it and they don't, you know, they leave like the core intact. When I inject cheese, the jalapenos would make it perfect, yeah. I'm making a salad. I'm going toasted ham, turkey, salami, pepperoni with lettuce, green peppers, black olives, tomatoes, and then extra ranch dressing. Yeah, salt and pepper. I also really loved, like the, what is it? Yeah, they have all kinds of dressings. I'm trying to remember which one. Are you looking jalapeno the spicier? Yeah. Alright. We've reached an hour of just chatting. It's time to play DCS. It's time for what we're actually here for. More landing practice today. Doesn't this sound fun? More yap? I could yap infinitely. But I want to do more flight practice. Our sad music yap? This isn't sad music. Yap while fly? Well, it takes more. I have to focus more on the plane. Excuse me, Yap more, I just got here. Why are you late, Austin? You missed out on hamburger. Yap and practice? I try to. It's very difficult. Let me charge up my phone real quick. Phone needs to be charged. It's mindless yap. Okay, phone is charging. Visit the special island. Bags tried. What? Let's do this right here. I think it's a good spot. You guys said you wanted the cowlick today. So we can do the cowlick. No hat today. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's get some music playing. Did my playlist get screwed up? How long is this playlist again? Trim sensitivity and social setting. Under the A4 section, you reduce the trim speed from the default 100 to a lower value that suits your flying style. For over trimming, which is a common issue due to the aircraft sensitivity, make sure you have force feedback disabled in the menu as well. Okay. Just so you ensure your joystick is properly centered and consider setting a small roll in the axis if the aircraft tends to veer left or right, as an off-center stick can lead to unintended trim inputs. Make sure to use short clicks of the trim switches for more gradual trim control. Yeah, it's just, I do short clicks, it's just I do like 2 or 3. I need to do like one at a time. I need to just like tap it once and then see what happens. And see how it's doing. Instead, I'm just like overcorrecting each time. Bald spot. I have a bald spot? I don't see a bald spot. What? What happened to my playlist? Here it is. Is it capturing? Yeah. Let's see. DCS. Alright, I'm launching DCS now. Piggy Pants is our VCS guru. Oh, you mean DCS? Can you share the knowledge? We're just doing more landing practice today. Landing is important, of course. My joystick is pretty centered. It is very new. So you said special. Let's see. Let's do 80% for the pitch. I think that's what we should do. And that's why I'm mainly using it more than anything, is the pitch. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, so the plan for today, guys. We've landed twice, but that involved pausing. We're gonna try landing without pausing. I don't know, DCS, to say my insight came from real world experience. VMA 331 bumblebees. I'm not sure what those are, but those sound really cool. Let's take a look at our stuff. 3051. Yeah. Is there a little bit of wind? Looks like a little wind. Ground crew! We are doing ground power on.
Ground power. Copy.
Let's see.
Ground power is now on.
Alright, light is on. hit the starter switch. Hit the throttle a little bit. That one. We're gonna wait for it to get up here. I think at 40 we can turn the ground power off. Marine Attack Squadron 330, we 331, the Bumblebees. Oh, that's cool. Thank you for your service. Thank you. I would have loved to serve if I didn't have
Turn off the ground power.
so many mental and sleepwalking issues.
Copy.
He's scooting. Oh, this is interesting? Yeah.
Ground power
This is a
now
flight
on.
sim. Oh, we need, what is it? Fuel.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Alright, I think we can, close the canopy now. We'll hear when it stops fueling. Alright, so going from this side of the plane to this side. We want oxygen, we want this, we want stab aug as later on. Let me make sure my new bind works. Okay, that's spoiler extension. That's what I was trying. Spoiler arm. Okay, that new bind should work. I bound a new button on my throttle for the spoiler arm. So that should make landing a little easier. We want this on standby. That one. That one. We want this one set to test. We want this one set to test and check that. 223, 52, it's about the same every single time. 91. Yeah, that looks right. It's all working. Transmitting that one. And the TACAN set to record. Then the MCL is, I think, already on. So now we can check stuff like nav computer, that looks correct. Check the test. That all looks right. Make sure everything is set to off on our switches. Our master armament switch. This is in the zone. Let's watch. Alright, everything looks okay. The only thing really left to do is letting stuff like this warm up, but it'll take 5 minutes. And in all honesty, we're just doing landing practice. We don't need it. So, I'm just gonna leave it be. I'm just gonna set it to land, and I'm gonna make under the assumption that it works. Because we don't need it for what we're doing. Alright, so we're ready for taxiing. Zoom out a little bit, get a better view. I should show you a chat interface would be hella difficult. Yeah. Well, we've landed before. I hope it goes okay. I just auto-start everything so I don't have the patience to go through startup procedure of the AP. Well, this is mainly for practice. I'm doing stuff to learn. I think I did everything. I think I've memorized it well enough. I know how to just start. Like, we have oxygen. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to turn on my radar. Turn that on standby, and then we turn that on later. Hold to eject. What's this? Oh, we still have this set to test. You can have this set to D1. We already tested it. Pull to eject. Oh, and we forgot to set this one. Yeah, that's an important one to set. That's a very important one to set. Overall, I think we're ready. Alright. The hardest part for me is still taxiing. Taxiing is so difficult. I always, like, screw up somehow. Take a look outside. No ground power issue. Okay. Let's put a little bit on the throttle. Alright, we're moving.
Krimsk, in field 1. Request takeoff.
This is the run. It just brakes on either side? Yeah, I don't have a nose wheel steering. This is why taxiing is so hard. But thankfully, I was able to figure out how to use the easier braking. What I might want to do later on is somehow set up these two switches that I'm pressing on my throttle to be treated like toe brakes. That would be cool. Uh-oh, don't go in the grass. I just pumped this slightly. There you go. You know, they bought an ant colony in the pet expo the other week? That's cool. Ants are cool. I'm a velvet ant, so I'm not really a true ant. Someone told me I was culturally appropriating ants by being a velvet ant, since I'm technically a ground wasp with just no wings. A little bit more, a little bit more. Let's see. Let's fix this. Come on, come on. How am I ever going to navigate a carrier if I can't navigate this very well? Okay. I think we're good. Alright, let's set our flaps. Set them to half. Then we're already set to land on that one, on our nav computer. Then we are looking for, what are we looking for? We just check everything again. Oxygen is on. Oh, Stabog. Turn that on. Arm spoilers? Wait, we used the spoilers here? I thought we didn't use the spoilers here. I thought the spoilers was for later. Spoilers are like, the things on the side, right? To help you slow down. Do you use the spoilers for taking off? Yeah, you do. Oh. Those? We use those for taking off? Disengage at a certain RPM? Oh. I didn't know that. I haven't been using them in taking off. So could you explain what the spoilers do for taking off? It increases lift? Oh. I didn't realize they increased lift. I thought they were like a way to slow down. Alright. But we're ready to fly then, so we keep the stick down to keep the nose down. We speed up until we start feeling, you know, the rudder activate. Then we stop using the brakes, the differential steering to turn. The differential braking to turn to, you know, to keep in center. Then once we have enough speed, we throttle up and then we stare at this thing right here to help us figure out if we're too high or too low. Or we're aiming where it's too high or too low. Oh yeah, I need to set my my trim to 8. Nose should lift about 123 KIAS. So trim should be... The flight manual says it should be 8 when taking off. Okay, I think we're ready. I think we're good now. Alright, here we go. Alright, use the braking to get back in center. There you go. There you go. We are in the air. Let's put the flaps up, because I want more practice actuating the flaps during the landing. There we go. Still wants us to climb. Alright, let's fly around a bit, because I want to get, you know, I could just fly around in a circle right now and try to land immediately, but I want to, you know, get used to navigating my landmarks and, trying to, you know, getting a little off course on purpose, so that I get used to setting myself back on course. If that makes sense. I'm gonna reduce some of our trim. We're still climbing like crazy. We're climbing. Very nice. Maybe I should set that bind that allows me to just reset my trim to 0 by pressing down on the trim selector. Oh my god. Guys, I blew it. I already messed up something. I had my gear down the whole time. I screwed up. Are we okay? Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I didn't damage them. I didn't damage them. Holy shit. Oh my god. Doesn't look like you oversped it? Yeah. I heard the little, like, what is it? The popping? Like the wind, hitting stuff, like causing the plane to shake a little. I was like, oh wait, what did I forget? There's no way I should be hearing that. And it was the landing gear. Very pretty. For take on, once you have a positive rate for climb, you can select gear up. Yeah. So I can do that pretty early on. We're up in the clouds right now. I wonder if I should download some other maps to try landing in. Alright, let's try going down. I don't really want to go into the clouds right now. Night on stream, Twitchy gets high. Without buying anything, you only have Pegasus and Marianas. I kind of want to get some, like, maps in the Middle East. I'm not sure which ones I would want, though. Syria or Persian Gulf? Recommend Syria, I recommend Persian Gulf. I might just have to get both. They both sound pretty interesting to me. Alright, we can fly all the way to this, I think this is a large lake, or maybe the ocean. But we don't really need to. I'm gonna reduce our speed a little. We don't need to be going so fast, because we just went down a little bit. We just pitched down for a little bit. We built up a lot of speed. We don't really need. Alright, I'm gonna try to navigate back to the airfield now. I think that's the lake we're looking for. Right there in the middle. Twitchy's flying? Yeah. Oops. Oh, that crazy roll on this thing. Have to be so careful. Oh, actually, it's the one to our right. Flaps up around 60 knots, so you don't exceed 170 knots. Flaps up. I wouldn't flaps down keep me from going that high, from that fast. My goal is fun. It may take a while to get anywhere due to how spaced out everything is. If other people have the same livery installed, they can see it too. Oh. On Musa, thank VT, thanks so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Trying to see if I can see the airfield. We should be heading right towards it. Yeah. We are. It should be, if we turn a little bit this way, it'll be on our left. I'm still having a hard time getting used to visually identifying things. You'll overspeed the flaps above 170. Oh, okay. I see what you mean now. Flaps, put the flaps up at 160 knots so you don't... Not to try to limit your speed to prevent going from 170, but because 170 will damage the flaps and you're putting the flaps up to prevent damage. Okay. I think you're doing great. I tried to. The airfield should be... I don't know if you guys have my Toby tracking on, but do you see where I'm looking? It should be around there. Syria? Damage just ripped them clean off. And I imagine that makes things a lot more difficult. That would certainly complicate things, wouldn't it? You know, this farmland. Yeah, I see the airfield. Yeah, it's where I was looking. It didn't really render in fully at first. Alright, we can descend a little. I'm gonna lower my throttle a little bit, because we're gonna be descending. Scooter has the highest roll rates of any aircraft. Oh, I know. It's crazy. It's pretty wild. Alright, we can take a pretty wide turn here to get into position. Now, do I fly over and circle around, or do I try to get it on this first, you know, thing? I think we should just fly over. I think we should follow good practices. Fly over first. Right. I'm actually not sure what one would typically do. I guess in a commercial, you just get it the first time. Alright, I think we can start to turn. Depends on the situation. Oh, the sun is giving me a hard time. Okay. We might be going a little too slow right now. That's what I'm feeling. I'm putting a little bit more on the throttle. We'll fly overhead and circle back around. Alright, we can start to slow down. So, do I turn the spoiler arm right now? I can't remember. I think we do. I think we need to slow down more first. We're like 250 knots. I think we're a little too close to the ground right now, too. Pitch up a little. I'm hearing like this weird rumbling. We're really close to the ground. I need to get up more. Is it the turbulence in the ground? Yeah, we're too close to the ground. Oh, we're too slow. We're way too slow. Speed back up. $225 knots, gear down? Okay, we can put the gear down then. Alright. Let's go a little bit more this way before I turn around. Yeah, we're way below that, so we can hit it soon. I'm gonna try to get into the habit of, I mean, I guess I could gear down now. Save some steps. I still want to have enough speed to make this turn that I'm about to do. You know what I mean? It's shaking. I'm taking it way too wide. Alright, let's regain some speed and try again. Let's regain some speed and try again. I was going too slow. I wasn't making the turn quickly enough. Well, this is why we practice. Oh, shoot, that was way too much speed. Add a little power before the start of the turn to compensate for a change in lift vector. Okay. You see the end of the runway in left rear quarter view and then turn toward final. Okay. Okay, we can try turning again. Alright, let's fly a ways this way. Okay. Left rear quarter view. Then towards turn towards final. Okay. I think we're good to turn now. Oh, we're way too close. We're going too fast. Right now. I didn't kill my speed enough. We'll try again. We were about 25 knots too fast. Our lineup was good though? Yeah. Just too fast. Are your speed brakes open? Oh, I guess they aren't. We call this pattern work. What are we flying in? This is the A4E. Oh, too close to the ground. Up some more. I'll do that. Can the speed brakes brake if I go too fast? I guess now I can turn on the speed brake. Open for landing? Okay. I don't think you can break the speed brake? Okay. I'll use it more liberally next time. Because I wasn't using it, I was planning to use it all the way at the end. Like, after lining up at the end. Kind of too low to the ground right now. We're way too low speed. Turn this brake brake off. We're way too low speed. I don't want to stall out in the field over here. Okay, I think we can turn. Though we should like pitch up a little in our turn as well. There you go. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Damn. Well, that's why we practice. Still alive, but another happy landing? No, we didn't land this time. We killed too much speed. I should have throttled up. I mean, I should have put the throttle more. Put more speed into it as soon as I turned on everything. Because we killed speed way too quickly. But that's what we practice for. That's what we practice for. A landing you can walk away from. True. You just fall over. You walk around. I mean, it looks fine to me. It looks intact to me, doesn't it? Arrow keys? I mean, doesn't it look okay, though? I don't think I actually, like, crashed. I mean, I guess it's a crash. I probably hit the ground too hard, but it landed intact, didn't it? Still have both wings. Airframe is just a bit bent. Yeah, it has both wings. The landing gear is screwed. See? The front landing gear is screwed. Yeah. I mean, that's how far away we were from the airfield. Hydrate? Okay. Let's go again? We will. 190 seconds will be good? Yeah. I'm drinking water. Okay. So is it Shift R to restart? Landing gear took that better than I thought it would. Let's see. What did I forget to do? Okay, what I forgot to do, I forgot to put flaps down. But we had such little speed, I don't think it would have mattered. Hi, Night Rose. I put the landing gear down. I put the spoiler arm out. The brake was on. But flaps were not down. Alright, let's see. Ground crew. Ground power on.
Turn on the ground power. Copy.
With the flaps, you might have just made it to the strip. I see. Oh, because of the lift. You're right. Okay, next time I'll prioritize flaps. I'll do flaps first. Maybe practice finding that sweet spot and the throttle to maintain speed and still have control. Practice braking to that speed and then take the throttle back. Flaps help you retain lift at lower speeds. Yeah. Okay, that's what I'll do next time. Flaps first. Flaps all the way down. Yeah. That's why I died. Well, I didn't die. That's why I crash landed. Speed brake too because of the extra drag. So I had speed brake on and landing gear with no lift. No wonder I just stalled out. Easy to right comes from landing. It's definitely a practice thing. Yeah. It's a mod or module? Oh yeah, it's a mod. It's the free community mod. The A4E. Okay. Oh shit, my throttle's on. For my last time using it. Okay, okay. My bad. But the thing started moving and it freaked me out.
Chief, turn off the ground power. Copy.
Ground crew.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy.
Alright, let's see. Oxygen. Nav computer standby. All of these. Let's set it to land. All of these. Record. And test this real quick. Looks good to me. Easy peasy. You don't have to land the plane if you pull the ejection lever. True. So true. Let's see. Alright, yeah, we're just waiting on this one to turn on. Am I forgetting anything else? We have our fuel. Can we turn Stabog now? Yeah, we can. Okay. I turned on Stabog before and it immediately would like go back down before. It was weird. Very odd. I wonder if this would have helped me. The radar would have helped me. Okay, taxi time.
Krimsk, in field 1. Request takeoff.
Which requires running engine. Yeah. Let's see. Where are we in the world? I don't know where we are. Where's Krimsk? Is that an actual airfield you can go to? Probably a military one. Trying to think, just thinking of my surroundings, what? Southern Russia? Oh, don't go in the grass. We're in the Caucasus Mountains, okay. Between the Black and Red Sea. South of Ukraine? Okay. Can we fly to the zone? You doubt to be a stalker. Guys, I want ice cream so bad. I've been craving ice cream for like 3 days. Oh, come on. Come on. This thing is being wild. I'm pumping it. Pumping the brakes slightly. Have you seen a man named Strelok? Where is Strelok? What are you talking about, Hex? What? Oh. Tires do not like that. Hold on. My phone started going off because some spam caller was calling me. All right. We can correct our alignment soon. I forgot to hit this one. I have to keep my phone going all the time though because at work I'm kind of important for that job role and people ask me a lot of questions. A lot of important questions. Even after hours. Alright, let's see. We're still on... I guess we can set this standby. Or we can set it to D1. What did we need? Let's check everything. This is on. Standby, that's on. Oxygen is on. That's on. Stabog is on. Spoiler arm. We need to turn that on. All this looks good. Master armaments. It's off. All the switches are down. Well, they're off. I checked this one, right? Yeah, I did. We have our liquid oxygen. I guess now I could turn on radar if I wanted to. We set flaps to half. Then we set trim to 8. Okay. We're ready to take off again. Oh, we lined up pretty well, actually. Oh, I don't know why it's having me aim so high up. This little machine is having me aim so high up. I was killing all my speed. I didn't like that. Put the flaps up. Did it want you to turn the burner on? Does this one have a burner? No burner on this bird? Yeah, I don't think it does. I don't think it has one. How are we looking? Looks good to me. I'm putting the trim down. Alright. Am I doing something wrong? It's shaking. Put it. Oh my god, did I overspeed them? I did a misinput. I had my throttle set up the wrong way. I was like, something is shaking. I thought I put them up. And I accidentally had the... That's the second time I messed up the landing gear. Okay. On my throttle, I had them up already, is the issue. So, when I switched them down, I thought I was putting them up. The little switch that I have. So I made a mistake. Which is why we practice. This is why we practice, guys. Alright, we're flying. Alright, let's see. Did I mess with something? Why did it shake like that? My flaps are up, aren't they? They're up. What's your angle of attack? I'll be honest, I don't really understand what angle of attack means. Looks like 12. Which is a tad high. Oh, was I pitched too high? Is that what you mean? Your angle towards the movement of travel. Okay. Okay, okay. I understand now. Which angle is relative to the planet? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He is the efficiency of travel. Alright, we're in clouds right now. I'm gonna try to go back down. I'm gonna kill some of our speed. Some speed off the throttle. Okay. Change your call sign to equal 1. I have to earn a call sign, guys. I have to earn a call sign. Call signs shouldn't be just given. I need to earn one. So, on Alliance, I just made my call sign Twitchy for the time being, for the flights. But I'll earn a call sign one day. A 100-kilogram bomb sounds strong, but then you realize it's the smallest non-training point. Dork 4. A funny incident will occur and it'll just happen. Yeah. Alright, we're going towards this first lake right here, along the edge of it. That is where the airfield is. Welcome to the land of hamburger, please understand. Yeah, this is land of hamburger. Does the A4 get access to the MK83? I'm not sure. We're moving kind of fast. You support wiping out the Terminids? It would be cool to be Eagle 1 in Helldivers. Up, left, down, down, down. Number of Helldivers is not a challenge. I'm aiming right at the airfield. I wonder how much landing practice I should do. I wonder if I should practice off stream. But I don't know, I love streaming so much. It feels like a waste to not be streaming. Do you guys enjoy this kind of thing? I hope so. I enjoy it a lot. I mean, like, I'm developing... To me, I'm cultivating a skill. You know what I mean? And, like, what is the best job in the world than playing games while also cultivating skills and talking to chat the whole time? I mean, think about it. Watching you get good is fun? Yeah. We'll land today. We landed twice last time we practiced. We just gotta do that again. You see you not having to do anything while spending millions? Just doing whatever you want? I don't know. If I was ever rich, I don't know if I'd ever be able to spend a lot of money. It just feels like so... I mean, I guess I would like my own place to live. I would need Wi-Fi. I guess I would DoorDash groceries a lot. DoorDash is expensive. So I always enjoy seeing new DCS players get involved and enthusiastic about starting their fly journey. Think of all the white monsters? I don't really drink white monsters anymore. Well, that's wrong. I drank 2 last week. But I had to sip it very carefully. Because it's like, I'm already on a stimulant. More stimulants doesn't sound like a good idea. You know what I mean? Doesn't sound like a good idea. Just eat better and have a nicer car? Yeah. I think if I was rich, I would get a bunch of, like, medical stuff I needed done that, insurance wouldn't cover. How do you Twitchy cutting down on that crime is better for you? Yeah, I mean, well, it just doesn't make sense to be on Adderall and on caffeine. I really enjoy the taste of Monster is the thing. If Monster didn't taste so good, I wouldn't even drink it at all. Alright, I can turn on the speed brake as soon as I pass by it. And I could turn the no, I need to turn on the speed brake. And once I'm the right speed, turn on the flaps. All the way down. So I'm going to slow down a little bit. 225? Okay, I'm way over. I'm way over then. I hope they don't mind me killing my speed liberally. You want any demos if you need more information to make a decision? Speed brake flaps and gear at 225 or less. Okay. So I need to lower my speed more. I've inadvertently been going down. Okay. Let's put our throttle a little bit back up because we're making this turn here. Alright, flaps are down. Alright. Gear is coming down. Spoiler arm is on. Alright, I'm putting a little bit more on the throttle. So I can maintain speed. Speed brake open. Yeah, it looks right to me. Oh shit. Oh, I turned way too early. Let's try this again. Let's try flying around with all these steps already set up. Let's fly over again. Let's just try flying around like this a little bit. Let's go around again. My lineup was bad. My lineup was way off. Minimum speed at touchdown is 170. Is this bug in a Harrier? I want to fly the F4. I want to fly suppression of enemy air defense planes. Hydrate? Guess you have to wait till after the landing. Fortunately, we can't purchase the Harrier anymore. Oh, that's sad. How's flying the A4 bug? It's going alright. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. Let's try this again. Let's try flying around with all these steps already set up. Let's go around again. Alright, I'm putting a little bit more on the throttle. Speed brake open. Speed brake flaps and gear at 225 or less. Okay. So I need to lower my speed more. I'm learning, I think today I'm learning a lot more speed control. More than anything. I'm learning to control my speed better. Like, I usually had a hard time looking at my speed. On the F-15, I don't think we could buy that one either. Yeah, I want suppression of enemy air defense, guys. I want to do Wild Weasel. That's the main thing I want to do with DCS. I was looking at the F-15. So we're gonna be doing Seed in the Skyhawk. We're gonna be doing Seed in the F4, and then I gotta figure out a modern jet still. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh shit. Oh my god, too low again. Ooh. Oh shit. Ooh. Oh god. Ooh. Oh my god. That was not good. That was bad. That was very bad. At least you didn't explode. Alright, the front landing gear is smushed again. Navy jet, it's fine. We're about the same as last time. Man. I don't know what happened. I think at the end I was too slow to correct myself back onto the runway. You have to walk away to fly another day. I consider that a success. Did you touch down with the front gear? I might have accidentally. Fix the low before slow. Yeah. I needed to pitch up. I killed my speed too fast again. Because it's okay to land a little bit later down the runway, but I landed early again. I feel like I hit the ground early again. And because of the lack of speed, I wasn't able to correct as well as I should have. In fact, I was correcting back and forth over and over again. Like, kind of like swinging back and forth. I think I ended up losing a lot of speed and by doing that. And then when that happens, it led up to me not having full control. Pitching up can be detrimental. Well, I needed to, you know, not land on the front gear so hard. I see. Okay, I don't know if we can actually recover out of this. Should I restart? I think I need to restart. This is what we practiced for. Did you leave the air brake on? Yeah. Restart would probably be faster. Yeah. Repair requires you to shut down. I think I accidentally, like, something inside of it broke. Because I don't, all the screens turned off. Restart to get a healthy jet? Yeah. Make sure my throttle is down. Ground crew! Ground power!
Turn on the ground power. Copy. Ground power is now on.
Ground crew, refuel. So someone is asking about kind of missiles. This is what we have. You said Mark 83s? We have those. Those are pre-made loadouts? Yeah. Clearly this happened because we didn't have the right livery on. Clearly it'd be shiny bare metal. No, we want... Where's the free Kuwait one? That's what we want. How do I change this? Our high explosive bombs? Okay. Guys, I'm shaking. I get so focused, and the adrenaline from landing, I'm shaking. I noticed it after the first attempted landing. My nerves. Because I try really hard. Deep breath and stretch your hands. Yep, Dork. What the? I don't want my call sign to be Dork. I'm not sure. It's not letting me. Like, I click these and nothing happens. Do I have to do something other than empty? Right click? Oh, there we go. So what we typically run, if we're doing seed, would be like double strikes with sidewinders on the side. Then, depending on Secret Head Matters to strikes, that's the yellow corner. Oh, okay. Direct attack profile. There's all these different ones. If we're going for fan songs, fire cans, tin shields, I'd have to learn to identify these. Call sign Bumpy Ride. You're mean. You're making fun of my bad landing. A lot of menu weapons have this menu now, so you can figure the settings that can't be done midair. There's a quick reference sheet for those. So wait, this is something I can change midair? I can change the guidance unit? It's like programmable, right? No? Okay. Can't change midair. Alright. Various radar installations. I just, like, the mission will tell me which one to go for. Right. I should download some seed missions. And then eventually plan out, maybe while at work, how to travel to the location. Then this would be either a fuel tank or a bomb. So here's an 1,000-pound bomb. Mark 83. So, like, if the Shrikes fail me, I could drop a bomb on it. That's the plan. We can try taking off with this and landing with this. We're heavier, though. This is a pretty good loadout. Press them turn their radar off to not get hit by the Shrike. Then attack and hit them with a bomb. Yeah. Apparently, what I've been seeing some people do is that they stay up in the air so the radar keeps locking them while the Shrike is on the way to hit the radar. Have you practiced receiving the game plan and 9-line? I don't know what those are. We'll do this real quick. Oh, I need to do this.
Request rearming. Copy.
Shrike's is super short range. Can you do that? Because otherwise the Shrike won't track. Yeah. It's usually a harm thing. Harms are really cool. I want to learn how to use those. If I didn't have so many issues, or maybe if my lifestyle changed dramatically and I got a lot better, maybe I could actually join the military and do Wild Weasel. Whoa, why is the plane moving? The throttle's all the way down. Ground crew. Ground power off.
Turn off the ground power.
I'm kind of stalling a little bit, just because I want my nerves to calm down.
Copy.
Try moving your throttle. I just did. You need to learn more about the A4 systems before you go on a mission? Yeah, I want to try using the, Are they gonna take this away or not? Oh, they're doing one thing at a time, right. Yeah, there's like a cool computer to help with dropping stuff. That's a pretty cool looking setup. Okay, let's see. Oxygen. Stab Og. This one. Standby. ECM chaff. I think that says the right thing. There you go. Stand by. Set this to land. We're not going to test it. We're just going to set it ready to go. It's everything ready to go. All that looks okay. Yep, that looks right. Yep, all that looks good. Hamburger Man is back. Question time. Hello, Hamburger. Are you mad at me because of the pickles? It'll be hard to answer questions while I'm flying, because I need to focus. But I will try my best to answer questions. I will try my best to answer them. Aw, you're mad at me because of the pickles. Let's see. Oxygen. That one, yep. T-burger or Mac burger? I don't know what a Mac burger is. Like a Big Mac? Like, or macaroni inside the burger? I've never had macaroni inside the burger. I think I'd choose cheeseburger. Mac in cheeseburger. I think mac and cheese inside the cheeseburger is too much. It'd be too messy. I would need like a spoon to eat it. I would prefer the mac and cheese on the side. Then I would eat that on the side first. I'm weird. I eat my sides first. I like to eat on my sides first. And before Tootie's call sign becomes pickle. Correct answer, next question? Sure. Alright, I think we're ready to taxi, guys. Wouldn't it be difficult to have a call sign that, like, you know, means something else? Because pickle is like when you drop a bomb. You were a smash burger. I feel like a smash burger is incomplete without cheese. So, in my mind, a smash burger always has cheese. I like smash burgers a lot. I like them. So I would choose smash burger. Bam, bam, bam. Like, the smash burgers just have really good, like, fond to them a lot of the time. I'm out of questions. So I only messed up one then, and it was the pickle one. Even then, it's a matter of preference. Hey, bye-bye, Berber lady. Okay. Thanks for tuning in, Ham. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. There you go. Oh. Oh. Alright, we'll correct anyways. Alright, let's get ready. Spoiler arm. Spoiler arm is a go. Flaps about 160, disarm spoilers. Okay. Let's see. Put the trim up to 8. Flaps down to half. Yeah, always time to straighten out once you start the takeoff roll. Yeah, that's something you're used to doing. Gear is currently set to down on my throttle. You're up at positive rate of climb. Yeah, spoiler extended. Okay. Storm spoilers, positive rate of climb, flaps about 160. You're up at... Okay. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Let's see. Let's take a look at us. We did it. Okay, we did everything right this time. Hello, Zeep. Okay. Gear? Yeah. We're good. Did everything right that time. Nailed it. Remember now, because bombs add a lot of weight? Yeah. We're heavier now. Okay. I fixed my trim. You pulled out the 3-bag takeoff that one time. She handled just about any payload on takeoff. The 3-bag, the big fuel tanks. They call them bags. Yeah, that's funny. Alright, there was a hydrate. Now it's Apple Ninja's hydrate that I forgot to do. You should have like wing bags or center bag? Okay. I'll just fly around for a little bit. Generate a little distance. This is still such a really, like, I like flying around. I'm looking forward to whenever I set up Microsoft Flight Sim and we start trying to fly the Douglas. I think that'll be a lot of fun. Alright, I think we can try to turn around now. Oh, crazy roll. This is an A4 Kino. Yeah. Oh, did we veer far? Okay, the airfield's over there. There we go. The scooter is cool and it's good to learn on. And it is a seed machine. They used it for seed. Okay, I know where I am. I want to land once today. Properly. Not these partial landings. Where I like kind of crash land. I want to land for real. How many strikes can you have on an A4? I think 2. Which is why I think the F4 is the, you know, The F4 is what the Air Force used for seed. And they could carry 4. But I don't know if they would ever carry all 4. I mean, the F4 could carry harms, is the thing. Which I might end up doing. Like, I might get the mod that allows me to take harms on the F4. And be like a F4G. Like a dedicated Wild Weasel F4. Have fun and don't die. Hi, Chica. Thank you for the follow. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, we're pretty good speed, I think. Maybe a little on the low end. You said 225 for initial. Yeah. So actually we're okay. So we're trying to go until see the end of the runway in the far left quadrant. Which we kind of can. Oh, am I aiming towards the ground? I kind of am. Are we landing on a carrier next? Oh, that'll be rough. I do want to practice that eventually as well. Need a little bit higher landing speed due to configuration? Okay. Well, we're just flying overhead first. Right, because we have heavy missiles. We'll kill speed really quickly on accident. So we'll fly ahead and over and around. Or maybe, do you think I can make it now? Alright, let's kill low speed. Longer downwind to help yourself out. I mean, this is a pretty okay lineup, but I'm still gonna fly around. The plane is kicking more at the lower speeds. Probably from the weight. So we're like at 250 knots right now, or close to it. Probably 240. Longer downwind means like drag will do that, yeah. Is that what the kicking is? It's almost always drag. So you said we need higher speed because we're heavier. So I think now is an okay time. Okay, we'll make the turn. And then after we make the turn, I'll start turning on. I'll put the flaps down. Put the spoiler out in the landing gear. Are these red lights supposed to help me orient? Don't forget speed brake? Yeah. Alright, we're at 200. So we're good to put the flaps down. Flaps are down. Gear is down. Spoiler is on. I'm gonna increase throttle. Increase throttle. Don't forget speed brake? Yeah. I'll hit it when after I make the turn. Slow, smooth control inputs. Okay. Alright, I think we're good to turn. Let's see. I'm in the grass again. I'm in the grass again. Oh. The front gear broke again. The front gear broke again. It probably didn't like me hitting the brake. But we did it! We're just in the grass again. Oh my god. Oh. This is so hard. Better and better. Let's take a look at it. Wait, it looks fine. Wait, I thought I broke the front gear. Did I? You got this? Practice. Yeah. I think I broke the wheel, but I didn't break the gear itself. The wheel popped or something. Treat every time you go up as a learning experience. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to slowly get better and better. Spoiler off. Go idle? Yeah. We can fix it. Power down. As you have eaten grass again? Yeah. It would be faster to restart, but we probably don't have time for another one. So we can get in a little taxi practice, I think. We'll try and get out of the grass after we repair. Ground crew! Request repair.
Request repair.
Oh, canopy. Ground crew.
Request repair. Copy.
And this time the mechanic will yell much less at us. Yeah. Yeah. It'll buff out, no worries. It's just a tire. It's just a tire. Going in the grass, though. I'm sad I'm in the grass. I'm very sad I'm in the grass. Kurji must love Twitchy. She keeps him gainfully employed. True. You happy you're alive? True. Being alive is, you know, landing in the grass is way, and being alive is way better than letting it on the runway but be dead. Yeah, we're just touching grass, guys. We're just touching grass. I think today was a lot of good practice today. I wonder... Just seen my F4E landing last Saturday. It was terrible. What happened? What happened to your landing? Did you land upside down? Or something? Playing with sunrise on landing, I slid into the grass, then into a tree. Oh no! So when you're on a multiplayer server and something like that happens, you can't just restart the mission. You should, what do you do then? Repair? But what if you're stuck in the grass? Do you choose a different plane? You just reslot. Oh. The chicken against the tree and the tree won. That's funny. Do you practice off stream? No, I don't. I should, though. I probably should. Maybe I'll have an extra stream this week. And it'll just be more DCS practice. Like, if I don't have plans on Friday, I can technically go long streams on Friday. It's just I typically don't stream on Fridays. How's the practice going? We had 2 crash landings and 1 proper landing, but all of them ended in the grass. So we're still learning. Practice a checklist will help a lot. I think on Friday, maybe I'll do a DCS stream and I'll go until I'm sick of trying. Because there's only so, you know, if I end up getting frustrated, then of course I'm not going to learn anything. I'll just fly tilted. Don't want to fly tilted. Don't stop me now. Alright. Let's see if we can get it moving again. Make sure we're actually okay.
Chief, turn on the ground power.
When in practice, you cockpit scan for landing.
Ground power is now on.
Let's see. Learned and practice cockpit scan for landing. Like, okay, so you want me to be like check speed. And then what were the things you said again? Check speed. Check, you know, my spoil, like down here, these panels right here, let me know if my spoiler arm is on or off. Spoiler arm. Check my speed brake. Speed brake will also, like, spoiler arm and speed brake will be on this this panel here, this caution panel. Then gear down here. Oh, speed of angle attack lineup. Vertical velocity. Okay. So speed here. Angle of attack. Oh. Are any of these dials, like they say directly, angle of attack? I mean, I'm just looking at this thing to get a general idea of how I'm pitched up or down. But should I be looking at this instead? I really even enjoying the stream. I lurk now. Oh, thank you for the 6 months, Korek. Thank you, thank you. We're arguing airspeed is as important as the others, as your speed will be different depending on the weight in the same AOA. Right. Let's see, your left is the angle of attack indicator. Oh, this thing. Right. This thing. Right. So, speed, angle of attack, lineup, which, you know, I look around me. I have to look outside the cockpit to see if I'm angled properly. And vertical velocity. Vertical velocity. You want the angle of attack indicator on the ball. Oh. This thing I can enable. I think I have to get more familiar with the systems here. Because there's like these needles that you can have come out. And they point things to you. See these little lines here? They're like little needles. So referred to as the donut. Whatever liquid is in here, I think I want to open it and drink it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's funny. That's funny. Let's see if our bird is actually okay. You know that MiG-21 radar is cooled by vodka? Is it really? Oh, I didn't hit this one. Are you to pay attention more to your attitude and speed when landing, because those are the most important things in landing? Whoa! Liger, thanks so much for the 12 months. Thank you. A whole year. Treasure train? What is a treasure chain? You save 35% on 5 or more gift subs at level 2? What? That's a thing? Oh, I have my thing set inversed. The new thing Twitch is doing? Okay. Ground crew! Ground power off.
Turn off the ground power.
And my gift subs, I think? Yeah. Well, I also have the discount thing on because I want more sub points than I care about making money from streaming. This is the A4. Let's see if we can get out of the grass and do a little taxi practice. Oh, my bit rate? Oh, it's okay. We should be all fixed now. Yeah, we have our wheel again. Our flaps are all the way down. Well, our flaps being down won't help us on the taxi. There you go. No way, bug with the shrikes. Yeah, I would love to use shrikes. When landing, you want your head out of the cockpit. You can only need to use little attention on your instruments to make certain speed checks. I want to be able to get good enough I can just kind of feel it out. But I know that's probably not something people do. You know, when you're flying a giant metal coffin in the air. You don't want to just leave it to like, yeah, you're just feeling it. You know, confirm it by looking at your instruments. Right. Maybe that's a bad mentality to have, to want to be able to just feel out a landing and just do it. I don't know if that's an actual thing people do. Do I fly with a training server? I'm sure they wouldn't mind you flying around it if you'd like. I mean, if I'm just flying by myself, do I need a training server? Here, I can just restart. Bunch of targets to shoot it? Oh, okay. Well, targets would be fun for shooting. Isn't there like a practice field on some maps? Alright, let's see if we can actually move around. Let's see if we're in the sticky mud grass. Yeah, we're stuck in the grass. You really feel it? You just get really good knack for what's needed to do when you're playing in that moment? I see. Yeah, we're stuck in the grass. This is why we can't land in the grass, guys. We have to land on the runway. We have to land on the runway. Well, if I'm stuck in the grass, then you know what to do. You know what we gotta do. You know what we gotta do. Whee! Didn't model it like quicksand? Yeah. It's a pretty plane. I like the Skyhawk. I really like the camo on the, I like earthy colors. I really like the Israeli Air Force, liveries. And it may or may not influence, like, my preferences in planes. You had a pretty strong crosswind there? Oh. This is cool. A-10s and Su-25s are made to operate from more austere runways. What does austere mean? Is there a camo? Southeast Asia wrap? I think this free Kuwait one looks really good. Essentially because it's got the camo on the top and then a white belly underneath. I like it when it's like, you know, the belly of the plane is a different color. I think most liveries do that, though. Primitive. Look at these. Look at these. These are rendered so cool. Look at them. The bombs. The Shrike looks really cool, I think. I think it looks really cool. I wonder if you change different things, like the different heads on it, would it look different? Really glad Hebler got to remodel it for the core game. Oh. Yeah, they look really good. Guided missile. Let's see what it says. High explosive. Unlike the Strike is an anti-radiation sparrow. Yeah. I think it's cool. Doesn't change the model when you change the seeker? Okay. Then we got this big bomba. That's a huge bomba. Bang bang guidance. And then these sidewinders. But this is like probably the typical loadout for Seed, right? At least my understanding of it. Like, the sidewinders are for self-defense. The strikes are for, you know, attacking the ground installations, the SAMs. And then the bomb is just, you know, you drop that on the SAM as well if your strikes fail. Bang bang guidance. Strikes and rockets. Oh, I'd use rockets. Huh. Really? I'd have to look into what the typical seed loadout would be for an A4 Skyhawk then. I didn't realize I would use rockets. But I guess that makes sense. But where on the Skyhawk would you fit the rocket if you have 2 strikes on? Do the rockets fit on the sides here? Where the sidewinders are? Then I guess I could put a fuel tank in the middle. Center line? Wait, there's rockets that go in the center? Oh. There's some papers I could send you with typical loadouts? Okay. Yeah. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. Alright. If we're gonna do centerline rockets? Okay. 2 strikes, 2 rock eyes. Rock eyes. Oh yeah, maybe we should restart just so we can look at loadouts. Let's do that real quick. Maybe there's a loadout already made. Double check the playlists too. I think A4 can take 4 strikes. Really? So ground crew, rearm, and refuel. Oh wow. 4 strikes. You're right, it can take 4. Oh, and then there is rockets. Wow, okay. You're saying there would be rockets on the side? You said rock eyes. Zuni? Rock eyes are bombs. Oh. Zunis are so base. Rock eye? Oh, these. Gun pod. The 2 strikes, 2 rock eyes. Oh, they're cluster bombs. That makes a lot more sense, actually. That makes a lot more sense to me. Rock eye fuse settings? Oh. What would be this fuse you would use? Oh, there's only 1. Something timed? I'd probably want something shorter, right? If I'm doing seed? Because I'd already be so close. Time fuse is iffy at best. Height of burst fuse setting. Release altitude and angle. Oh. There's an altitude fuse, I would use that. There isn't one. Not available in the Mark 20. I see. That would be FMU 140. Okay. Rock eyes at low altitude are just a whole lot of not fun. Oh. So they use... Oh, there's a human library. Oh, the one on the Hornet gets the high fuse. Okay. So then what was... Okay. Did someone send me the seed loadouts for the Skyhawk? Let's see. In Discord. Let's see. But I did see Shrike's on the inboard, Zuni's on the outboard, and the centerline tank. Oh, Zuni's. Then a bag in the middle. I guess a really heavy one. That's a heavy loadout. That's a really heavy loadout. Probably not a really heavy one. I'd have to practice with rockets. That's something you just, you just aim. You don't really use the computer for. In fact, now that I think about it, this loadout doesn't use the computer at all. The computer for dropping stuff. With 1 AGM 12 bullpup missiles and strikes. Pretty much all direct fire weapons. I wonder why they're not using the computer. AGM 12? I'm not sure what those are. I don't think we have that as an option. The rock guy makes a lot of sense. It just seems a little scary to use. Radio command missile. It doesn't seem like we have that as an option. Or maybe not on the edges. Rock guys take some skill. I see. No bullpup? Unfortunate, yeah. So you think... What is the typical fuel tank someone would use? 300? What size fuel tank was on that picture? Depends on how far you have to go. I guess that's fair. Well, let's just pick 300.
Request rearming. Copy.
This camo is so good looking. Look, I had a small tank. Oh, okay. But it was off a carrier deck. Yeah, and the carrier will bring you a lot closer. I want to be able to do 2 streams in a row of all perfect landings. And then I'll consider myself done with that kind of landing practice, and then we can start exploring other things to practice, like carrier landings. You know what I mean? I'll have to learn how to use the catapults. I'm waiting for the loadout to change up. I want to see what it looks like. Sky Queen arc? How's everything going on YouTube? I know YouTube can't hear the music because, you know, copyright, but... Getting off the deck and landing on the boat was super fun. I like this kind of minty green with the earthy colors. Oh, I might have picked too big a fuel tank. I'm just gonna send it to you. Cursed picture. Oh, okay. So that's what Zuni's look like. She hates us? What the? What do you mean? Why do I hate you? I want to see the picture. 127mm rockets. They seem really cool. I'll have to learn about them. Might have to deep dive into a wiki page. The ass rockets for the US? What are they what are Zuni rockets mainly used for? Is anything? People use them air to air. People use them air to ground. Is there guys any rockets? But they canceled it. Oh, that's so sad. I can imagine like a Tomcat using that little lantern laser thing to guide a Zuni rocket. That would be cool. Area targets and anti-personnel. Oh. For air to ground. I see. I know they used to have rockets for air to air. I'm so spoiled by Star Citizen, guys. Star Citizen would always have, like... What is it? Star Citizen would have, like, I'm so used to the Cutlass having, like, a billion trillion missiles. You know what I mean? You can have 48 size 1 missiles on the Cutlass in Star Citizen. And here I'm like, okay, I have 2 Shrikes. And I'm gonna have to make do with 2 Shrikes. If I don't make do with the 2 Shrikes, I have to use the Zunis. And I have 8 of them. And I have to change the setting to be right for them. Just bring a friend. Russian SU-27. Basically has a shitload of missiles. Oh, that's cool. Loads and loads of missiles. I really... Okay. Earthy colors, plus this minty green, plus the red. It's just so good to me. This is such a good camo. Such a good camo. Remember the Hornet with 10 AMR AAMs and 2 heaters? Oh god, the drag. Strikes hit horror performance at best, a 2-to-1, that's on a good day. Yeah, Shrikes are meant to be spammed by a bunch of people. Just because they're so fickle. In all honesty. I think we had a lot of fun today. I learned a lot today. We had 3 landings today, though they were all kind of... 2 of them were crash landings with minimal damage. And one was another landing, but all of them landed in the grass. So I gotta get better control at the end. I gotta get better, better lineup. I gotta control my lineup better. And I had better control of the last landing at the end of, like, micro-adjusting. But I still ended up in the grass. So, more practice, definitely. More practice, definitely. So we'll try again on Tuesday. More DCS on Tuesday, I think. Wait, what day is Tuesday? Tuesday is... No, I have a collab on the 30th. Tuesday is the 30th, right? Next... Right? Check the time. Yeah, it is. I will be having a collab with Bagman, Pickle, and Ken Ashcourt playing Farm Sim again. At 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's what'll be happening. Thursday this week, we will be having Mass Effect. They always come right at the end. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Thursday, I will be playing Mass Effect 1, continuing our blind playthrough. And then this Saturday, I have another Lego set to hand cam stream with you guys. And it'll take a while to build. It'll take a while to build. I hope my phone doesn't overheat. I hope it doesn't overheat. Ooh, okay. That was a lot of fun today. Let's find someone to raid. Who are we raiding today? Let's see. Check YouTube first. See, I'm not seeing anyone. Okay. Let's do... Who's on Twitch? Alright, right at the end. I know, I'm sorry. Let's see. Who is in the DCS category right now? Are there any VTubers? I don't see any VTubers. This guy is a crazy skin. Is there anyone in the DCS category that any of the DCS heads in chat would recommend? I don't know any of these people. Uzishi, Skyreader, DCS Crusader, Mobius, Santa Owns, Bill, 1949, AT335, and Lucifer X2. Anyone y'all would recommend? Hi, Meltberry. How are you? Hello, Clip Anon. We're just wrapping up. We're looking for someone to raid. Not really familiar with them? Don't know any of them? Okay. Then I will raid someone else. Oh, Pickle's live! I'm gonna raid Pickle. I'm gonna raid Pickle. We're gonna raid Pickle. We love Pickle. Okay. Pickle! VT! Alright. The stream message will be, what would it be? What would it be? Crash... Something about crash landing. Something about crash landing. Just be like crash landing expert. Or Twitchy pickling on pickle. Okay. Alright, we'll do Twitchy pickling on pickle and spam emojis. That's the message. Sound good? Alright, starting raid. Alright, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning into my stream. I had a blast. I hope y'all enjoyed DCS. I had a lot of fun with DCS. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Look forward to Mass Effect on Thursday. Look forward to Lego Handcam on Saturday. And look forward to a collab on the 30th of Farm Sim. I hope all of you have a lovely day. I'm gonna rest up before work. Have a good night. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.